0.05 seconds, 57 seconds off.
Behind or forward?
Plus. Let me reload just in case I can get a better.
I'm still 7 seconds behind.
I'm 9 ahead.
Point 7 seconds
Oof.
behind.
I just got worse. I also discovered something funny, but let's hit record at
32.
31:55.
Sure.
Okay.
No, because it's jumping. Oh, it's so bad.
Ooh.
Hold on. It's got to stabilize first. It's so bad right now. Uh, is it stabilized? All right, let's do 32:15.
Okay.
Record. Okay. Now
Thank
I'm
God for
recording. Let's do the clap at
professionalism.
32:30. So, one thing I recently learned from listening to a different podcast is Discord has a noise quality filter that it uses,
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
and it automatically silences claps. So
Ah,
that's why I can never hear you guys clap.
interesting.
And you guys probably don't hear me clap.
No, I can see you, but I never hear you.
Yeah,
Sometimes I hear,
exactly,
but
because Discord is silencing it. All right, we got a bunch to cover this evening, and I need to start out with a huge gripe and complaint.
uh-oh.
Do you guys listen to Welcome to Night Vale?
No.
No.
Okay. I mean, you know what it is, though, right? It's a podcast. It's been going on for 9 years now.
I've heard of it, yeah.
It's a fiction story. Either way,
Mm-hmm.
for their ninth anniversary episode, they did a thing where they had like all of these podcasters from around the world of podcasts do like very short segments as if they were in the same world as Welcome to Night Vale.
Hmm.
Uh, where was our cool? Where was our invite? We would have been perfect for this.
Yeah, absolutely.
I can't believe they didn't invite us to be part of their program. Anyways, I'm sure you guys have been having fun. Alan, you had your second week of X-Wing.
Going to
Now you have
X-Wing
to say
tomorrow.
things out loud because this is an audio
I
program.
last week when I played, I think I lost every match, but they were very good matches. I mean, it was just, you know, I made. I think I talked about this last week. I haven't gone. No.
You didn't go last week? I thought you did.
Last.
Oh, that's right, because we recorded on Thursday and it was after you had. Oh.
Yeah,
So
that's
what
right.
did you do over the weekend, my friend?
Didn't do much actually. I actually went to see Marcelo. I saw Oscar flop face first into the concrete.
Oh.
Poor
Has a
guy.
huge. He hit the shoulder before his face, so he doesn't have a huge scratch on his face, but he has a
Hmm.
huge scratch on his shoulder.
He's gonna be really good at skateboarding.
Mm-hmm.
That's the
Um,
secret. Is like you hit your arm or your shoulder in before you hit your head.
yeah, no, he. But other than that, I mean, didn't do much over the weekend. Went out on Saturday. Kind of had dinner out, and then um,
Did
then
you do
drove
your
myself.
weekly match for a weekly league?
I did on Friday, and I got tabled by Bruce.
Oh,
Woof.
I mean, it wasn't. They weren't bad matches. He played perfectly. Honestly, he had he knew how to counter Magnolia very effectively.
Mm-hmm.
And
well, good
honestly,
player. Yeah.
he played well. So no complaints there. Honestly, it's Magnolia just doesn't have. If when it takes off, it takes off. But when you're playing like those matches, every turn he had at least 6+ cards on his hand to guard at all
Mm,
times.
mm.
And majorly, um, it's just Marjorie, man. It's so it's
Yeah.
such a
If
ridiculously
you
good
can't get rid
card.
of the Marjories and Edens, it's an uphill struggle.
Eden doesn't scare me as much. It's just that Marjorie is like shove something into the soul, draw a card, and then soul charge one. So you're basically, she is, obviously she is the bruise enabler. Period. You can
Mm.
have two cards in your hand, and then but then it's like he plays two Marjories, activates both. That's two draws plus the drive check. That's two more plus like a proto bulb. That's five cards that he drew in a single turn. Plus the
Mm.
turn draw. That's six cards.
Yep.
So it was kind of hard. And then on the turn that I actually was able to kind of kick off Magnolia, he hit two front triggers in defense. I was
Do
like,
do be like that.
Yeah, I was like, okay. I mean, that's the game of Vanguard.
Yeah.
That's the thing. You have good matches, then you have bad matches. So right now I'm 2-2 on the league.
Mm.
So I'm middle of the pack again. I thought I was gonna break out of the middle of the pack, so but it didn't
Well,
happen.
for me, once again, I contacted the person who was supposed to be my opponent on Friday, and they said that they had like all weekend free except for Saturday afternoon. And then my entire weekend got completely filled. I did not
Mm.
have like 1 minute of downtime, and it got to be like Sunday at I think it was like 10:30 at night, and I was like, this just not gonna happen again. But this week
Oh,
is
that's
unavoidable
right.
because it's
That's
me versus
right.
Cole,
I'm gonna
I'm
bug
actually
you.
bottom of
kind
the barrel.
Yeah, I'm actually super jealous about that because it's always you and me facing off for last place,
Well,
and I am very hurt.
sometimes Cole's got to have the chance
Yeah,
I
yeah.
to not get last place.
I can't remember the last time I played against you, Will.
It was a couple of weeks ago,
Was it? Oh
because
yeah,
it was
yeah,
right
yeah.
before I played against Jared.
I played Bruce. That's right.
Correct.
Man, I don't like that deck.
Cole, what have you been up to?
I went to locals last night. Got my butt handed to me. Went X and 4. So out
Are
of
we the worst Vanguard players in the world?
No,
I'm
no.
mediocre at
Okay, there
best.
are. I actually have met players that are worse than us. So
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
yeah.
yes.
I had
Um,
it was a bad night, but did that and I put together my Marvel Crisis Protocol miniatures. So that's all ready to
Mm.
go. I just need to get washers for the bottom and then start painting, but they're playable. So
Why do you
that's
have to get
nice.
washers?
So
so you
cuz
can
my
magnetize them to the box.
yeah, and also gives them a little bit more weight so that they
Mm.
move around a little, stay on the
Ridiculous.
thing
Why
better.
can't they sell it properly when they sell it to you?
The washer really is. You don't actually need to add
Yeah.
the weight to the miniature. It's fine by itself. Adding the extra weight just means your piece doesn't move if for any reason like
Mm,
the table gets
And
touched
kind of
or
sus.
the.
I have magnet on the bottom of my tray so that I can just like little stick them in there and they're not going anywhere.
Yeah,
So that's
Kind
the
of
nice part.
sus.
It's really
Kind
but
of
convenient.
sus.
it's just convenience, honestly.
Yeah.
All right. So here's the real news story before we get into the Vanguard quality content. Monster Hunter Stories 2 demo came out Friday. I am obsessed. This game is so good. I mean, it's not Monster Hunter,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm.
It is definitely a different game, but it is so much fun.
Yeah.
It is so enjoyable.
It's a what, a
I'm very happy with it.
turn-based monster collector basically.
Well, it's kind of like it's in the Monster Hunter universe,
Mhm.
so the IP is like complete overlap, but
Mhm.
rather than being a real-time battle, it
Hmm.
is turn-based strategy. So
Oh,
when you
now
fight monsters, and it is more oriented as an all ages game, so there's no carving. You don't see the monsters die. They kind of just like faint.
disappear.
You
But
know,
if you smack them enough, they do drop parts, right?
they do drop parts if you hit them properly. Yes, but it's not like it's also not like Monster Hunter where you can see the monster like visibly deteriorate as the battle continues.
Mm.
So,
Okay.
but either way, it's very colorful. It's just an enjoyable story. It's an actual story as opposed to regular Monster Hunter, which is kind of like a series of battles loosely held together by a
My
coordinating
conversations.
concept.
My
Yeah.
conversations. uh, Honestly,
Okay.
in Rice, I really like the mission oriented that they have. That element
Yeah,
I
but
kind of
that's
like.
Monster Hunter.
Well, not necessarily, because I remember Generations. Yeah, they told you like, oh, you need to hunt this monster now, but with this one, it's like you have more. I don't know. I just find it more mission oriented than
Mm,
Generations. Because in
interesting.
the other one, it's like just you know kill monsters, raise your HR so you can kill more monsters. And then you have specific monsters to like unlock your HRs, and that's it. And this one is basically the same, but I feel like it's just just having that reminder. You need to get it to HR 100 or HR 40, HR 50.
Oh well, it's driving you towards things. Yeah, that's more of the
Yeah,
Monster Hunter world way
yeah,
of doing it. That is true.
exactly.
All right.
Yeah.
Uh, 4 losses, Cole.
Jeez,
Yeah.
it's a
Uh,
bad night, dude.
okay.
It was a
Bad
bad
night.
night. Period. Yeah, bad night. And it
Festival
couldn't have happened.
collection. That's something that nobody's buying
No, actually, it's been very popular. Very popular.
because even though it's serious, just reprints of everything.
It's mostly reprints. There are 10 new cards, one for each of the original decks. So like one for the starter decks and then one for the set 1 decks. One card supporting them. Basically. Those you can
Is
only get in
this
that.
is this the set that you get? If you get 4 boxes, you get like 4 copies of everything.
You don't get 4 copies of
Of the
everything.
new cards.
You get 4 of the guaranteed new cards.
Okay.
But then everything else is triple rare versions of the ride, or not the ride, the starter deck cards.
Hmm.
So not all of them, but a fair amount of them, like triggers and the ride lines and stuff like that. And they also have
Mm.
SP versions of stuff as well.
Okay.
So and you get 3
Very
SPs per
oriented
box.
towards blinging things out.
Yep, yep. It's very nice.
How
Although
many have you bought anything for a festival collection?
I didn't buy any product, I did buy singles off of a friend who bought a case. So I've got everything that I need
Mm.
from that.
Oh
So I'm
wait,
good.
that thing festival collection came out. I'm like way
That's what we're
behind.
talking about, dude.
I'm thinking like it's gonna release and we need to buy stuff. That's what I'm
No,
thinking
yeah.
about.
We're no, we're too late. We're too late.
Oh
Sold
jeez.
There's
out. Done.
there is a reprint coming in September though,
A festival collection.
of
I
Festival
mean,
Collection.
in reality, all I need are fasados from whatever set.
That's
Mm.
that's from set 1, which is reprinted in August.
Yes,
Um
that's also
Yeah.
getting a reprint.
yeah.
Okay, we made no mistakes. We have no
Yes,
errata.
not an errata, but it's farther down. Uh, we didn't have the date for
Oh,
Clan Collection Volume 1 and 2
yeah.
for English release, so that is supposed to be released on October 22nd. It does come out in late September for Japan.
Yeah.
I
This
mean,
Okay.
literally got announced the day after we recorded. So,
yeah, that was the only
Yeah.
thing that we didn't have. That's like the only errata. So,
All right. Vanguard Zero.
Mega Colony event is done. I'm very sad.
Did you get your everything that you needed?
No,
he got
I
So what's
nothing.
really really weird, what's really strange is I was listening to our episode from early June, from
okay.
the beginning of June,
Hmm.
and I was listening to the Vanguard Zero segment, and Alan was saying how happy he was with Vanguard Zero, and he was getting all these things that he needed. And then it's like a week later, all of a sudden he's like so unhappy and he can't get any of the things that he needs. What happened?
Gotcha happened.
I gotcha happened. I put in over 60 packs and I got silch. Did not put a single solitary liberator Gansalot in 60 packs. That is insane, right? That's what happened.
That's it's a lot of packs and a lot of nothing.
And a lot of
Mm.
nothing.
Did you
Mm.
get enough
Uh,
to at least craft it?
no, nothing. I mean, I did get materials for stuff, but nothing. I don't have a single solitary liberator Gansalot. Out of the Mega Colony event, I was able to get one Spark Hercules, two Warsicles, and I had enough materials to craft the second Spark Hercules. And that was it
Yeah,
for
but
me.
Mega
Everything else
Colony
I
is the
got.
only thing that matters.
I tried, dude. Trust me. I was playing that. I woke up. I played that game so that I would get like the extra stamina for the character fights. I would not do the event. Then I waited until like after midday, went back again, got all the tickets, then went to the challenge, and I still literally I pulled easily over 10 times in that thing, and I did not get.
So why is Juan doing so well and you're
I
doing
don't
so
know.
poorly?
I don't know. I honestly don't know. Like
Mm.
I was looking at deck list for Mega Colony, and it was funny. One of them was like the full deck, and the description of the deck was, "This is what happens when you invest $30, $30+ to get the full deck."
Oof.
I'm
Oof.
like, no, that is literally the only thing that I refuse to do for that game. It's literally buy stuff in it, like actual money stuff in it.
Mm.
Um, because it's like I'm already investing in your paper product. You don't need me to invest in your digital product.
So
Um,
I think if Zero restructured they're how they go about purchasing and like payments, not payments, but buying stuff in the app, I would feel more
yeah,
comfortable because I've said it before, but I really enjoy the way that Duel Links does they have like flash sales where they guarantee a card, some
yeah,
gems, and then maybe a
Mm.
pack, and they're like $2 or $3 at a time. I'm like, I can spend $2 to get this guarantee card and some
Oh,
extra
that's how
things.
they get you. They nickel and
yeah,
dime you.
Yeah,
exactly.
and
Vanguard Zero doesn't do that.
yeah, and I feel okay doing that
Um,
because I'm guaranteed getting uh the card
a
that I
card.
want and
Yeah,
some gems to buy more packs in the future and
yeah,
whatnot. So that makes the investment for me more worth it.
approachable.
Yeah, approachable.
Yeah,
That's good.
because right
All right.
now
What is the zero news?
very quickly before so in that note, it's like I said before, a pack of 1,000 gems is $12. And when you get that pack of 12 gems, it does not guarantee you that you're going to get the cards. It just gives you the option to keep
Hmm.
pulling more so that you can possibly get the card. And that's when it starts to feel bad. That's why I don't invest on it.
That is a gotcha game,
Mhm.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll play it and I'll keep, grinding along and getting materials, but that's about it.
All right.
Grinding and
Read me
grousing.
read me that Japan Zero stuff.
All right. So, do you guys
You
remember I
you're
think
he's the zero news dude.
I
yeah,
don't
We
have them,
can't
so
we
Cole
can't
has them.
violate the laws of the universe.
but
For this one, we're making an exception. Cole may read Zero
Oh,
News.
cuz I've been
dang.
paying attention to it.
Yes.
So
Okay, what's up?
shown today on the Tuesday weekly stream, um Magnolia is coming to the game. So Sylvan Horn Beast King Magnolia, whatever their full name is, and
Yeah,
that
but
ride
that's a
line.
D unit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that's coming to the game. They
Mm.
did this before, and was it like a month ago or something
Or by Arena.
for Virena? Yep. So basically, it's like this
Mhm.
tower event
Mhm.
where the whole team in Vanguard Zero, they're all like contributing and climbing this tower, getting to more floors and whatnot, and they unlocking more rewards through that. And this is how you're going to get the um, Magnolia
Hmm.
card, Cheris, Lattice, Lote, and Geonosla. So it's
Okay, cool.
the four of the ride line, and then the first triple rare in the first set, so Geonosla. And they literally work like a ride chain. So when you start the game with Lote, and then you can search your deck for a lattice, not a lattice, a
A
Cheris,
Charis.
and then Cheris will search for Lote,
Latias.
etc., etc. Yeah, basically. And then
Um,
Magnolia is like what, Counterblast 2, and then they include Persona Ride. So you have the Persona Ride, then you Counterblast 2, and then you can choose your whole back row, and they can all attack. And you can also just do it Counterblast 2 and then choose one unit. But if you Persona Ride, it's the whole back row.
One thing for Global Zero is that they started giving out D medals, and apparently there's a collaboration event coming for Global with the D series.
What a fantastic transition. There's I'm literally gonna read from the news, a screenshot of the news in Vanguard Zero, because I was not gonna not copy, but retype all this
Sure.
stuff.
That's fine.
So there's gonna be 3 big campaigns for round 2 of our collaboration with Cardfight Vanguard Overdress. So they're holding 3 big campaigns. The first is a countdown login bonus. The second is a round 2 of Overdress Skins commemorative gacha. Then special missions with a collaboration limited sleeve and title as reward. So the first one starts
It's happening now.
June 28th to June 30th. So it's just literally like 2 days.
Yeah.
Oh, it's over tomorrow.
Yeah,
Oh
it is.
no. You
I
get
got my medals.
Yeah, you get Volume 2 D medals each day you log in until the remaining 2 Cardfight Vanguard Overdress collaboration campaigns start July 1st. So there's that. They're literally like 4 different screenshots. So you'll get a total of 4 medals, it looks like.
Yeah.
Or no, is
You
it
get
6?
1 the first day, 2 the second day, and I think 1 more on the third
You
day.
get 2 on the 3rd. So it's 5. Whatever. Round 2 for the skins gacha. You use the medals and play round 2 gacha starting July 1st. A special version of this gacha can be paid with 100 or 1,000 paid gems. Oh god, and gifts
Yeah.
twice the medals. Oh.
Yeah. Paid gems, not regular gems.
Paid.
Paid gems, which are a different
Mhm,
thing. And
mhm.
and one thing to note with that is that when you buy a pack of 1,000 gems, it does not mean that you get 1,000 paid gems. No, you get like 700 paid gems and 300 regular gems, and that combines to the 1,000 gems.
No, really?
Yes.
What? Scam.
Wow.
That's why I don't invest. That's why I don't put money into it, dude. It's just so sketchy.
That's
Like, yeah,
That's
it
not-
is.
That doesn't seem right.
No, it is right. I will literally pull it up and show it.
I mean, no, I believe you. I just like it. Just sounds just like so wrong.
yeah.
yeah,
Sounds awful.
it does not give you a full 1,000 paid gems. It just gives you like 700 or 600 and something, and then the rest in regular gems. So you don't even
All
get.
right.
The
Is there
full-
more
the full
zero
amount.
news?
Yeah. You exchange the Volume 2 medals for Vanguard Overdress fight skins featuring characters Danji Momoyama, voiced by Yuki Ono, and Tomari Seto, voiced by Hikaru Tono, and Zero exclusive artwork. More details were revealed coming up, and they show the what they look like. So Danji's obviously used in Dark State clans, so Spike Brothers, Dark Regulars, Pale Moon, and Gear Chronicle, and then the Gear Chronicle clan is scheduled to be added to the game in a future update. So there's coming. We already knew that.
So
Yeah.
these are paid gems for cosmetic items.
Yes.
Okay. Dumb.
But-
It would all.
I
It would all
love me some
depend.
Donji, but
It would all depend on what they give you for the medals.
So
Honestly, if the medals are just gonna be used for sleeves, then that is a very feel bad thing.
yeah, I don't know because I haven't like actually played in the first thing, so I'm not entirely sure on this. But this is the coolest part to me. The third announcement. Basically, you're gonna be able to get Team Blackout sleeves and a title, and they look really good actually. That starts July 1st.
but they're not
to
real.
15th.
They're just digital.
Yeah, but you can obtain these just by playing. You don't have to pay for these. So you get
Yeah. Okay.
for 50,000 VP, you can unlock the Blackout title.
Which is very easy to get.
Yeah, very easy. 100,000 VP will get you 10 D medals, and 150 will give you the Blackout sleeves, which they look really good. They look very good. And
Can I
almost worth it.
set my game to autoplay so that I just get my VPs?
No.
Ooh, are you cheating?
617 paid gems, 387 regular gems for the 1000 gem
Did
pack.
you just buy them?
No, I just opened it.
That's disgusting. That's predatory,
Hmm.
is what that is. But
That,
the good
thank
thing
you.
is they're
Well,
it's
It is predatory.
it
Well,
makes sense for like I'm conflicted because it's cosmetic, right? It's not needed. However, how they go about it instead of just an upfront, and also you get these skins through a gotcha too, right? Is that how that works?
yeah, so you're not guaranteeing that you're gonna get Donji. You're guaranteeing that you're getting one of the characters over dress sleeves.
And then what do you get? What do you get? What else is it? I don't know. I don't know. It just seems really
I
sketchy.
know.
Anyway, that's it. It's cool if you like them.
all right. Speaking of Danji and Tamari, that last episode of the anime was so weird. It was up there on uh what's that awful one you made me watch, Alan? Cruel Angel's Thesis. That's the only thing I can remember
Neon
because it's such a
Genesis
good jam.
Evangelion. Really.
Evangelion. It's right up there on Evangelion levels. They are naked in the dark for some reason.
They're in blackout.
I don't, well, I mean, okay, I got the blackout, right? Because it's Team Blackout. It also made me realize why they use flashlights for their matches. Because that's kind of like in reference to the whole blackout thing. Because when there's a blackout, you use a flashlight to see where you're, around. But uh, what? And where is Donji moving to?
He's moving in with this guy. What's
No.
his name? With Juju.
No,
And
he's not.
like the last 5 seconds or whatever, and it's like, here's the evil team,
It was,
and they're all like being evil.
but they only two of them were being evil. Because if you look at, they had the same cards. They had the same sleeves, like Matsunori and the other kid,
Mhm.
as the two women at the end who were playing.
But those two women were being evil.
No, they weren't.
Oh, they were being evil. Don't you watch that again? They were being
I
evil.
just
And
watched
that's
it.
also the same woman that Donji was following around when he saw the graffiti in Random City
Yeah,
X.
yeah, that's why she looked familiar. But there's also a totally different character there too. They're literally just playing a game
Yes.
separate from the other two.
Did you listen to what they were talking about?
No, something
No, he
about
did not.
Arthur and something.
He did not. He did not pay
Leon.
attention.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let me just rewatch it right now. And,
Don't. It's evil. They're evil. It's gonna
what were
be
they
real
saying?
bad.
What were they saying?
It's like just like overthrowing rulers and using force to be king. And okay, let's go here. Vanguard news. I enjoy some Vanguard news. We already covered that Clan Collection Volume 1 and 2 is coming out October 22nd. Hooray! Hopefully, I'll have money again by then.
Mm.
Doubt it. Maybe somebody will buy me a Halloween present. I don't know. Monster Strike, which is still not confirmed to come for English,
Oh,
has some what?
sorry.
Why?
Before
Mid sentence.
Yes.
Thy interrupts me.
because July 3rd is the English summer presentation, product presentation. Let me find
Saturday.
it's Saturday. Let me find the actual times because that just jogged my memory and I forgot to put that down.
So
Oh.
we may find out when Monster Strike and Token Rambu are coming to English in D format.
Or if they are. That'll be at 6:30 p.m. I'm assuming it's gonna be Pacific time, and it ends
So
7:15
p.m. Eastern.
That's my guess because they have an office in LA, so one would assume that's gonna be Pacific
Yes.
time.
All right. back to my original sentence, which was so rudely interrupted. Monster Strike's got some weird angel feather AF mechanics. Did you see this? Did you see this thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did.
The
Yeah.
starter, is it when it's rode upon?
Wait.
Or what is it? Or
Hold.
is it just when it's revealed?
Hold on. Hold on. What are we talk? Are we talking about what's in the current doc right now?
All I know is there's you didn't wait. No, you guys didn't put it.
Dude.
It's like the starter, like it's either when it's face up or when it's rode upon. You go into your ride deck, take a card from your ride deck,
Mm-hmm.
and put it into the order zone.
Yeah, that's the
And that
starter.
becomes your striker.
Yeah, it's a starter.
Okay, that's not here in the doc here.
No, because I just wanted to talk about the over triggers because the fancy
I
stuff.
want to talk about weird as heck mechanics of taking things from your ride deck and putting them in your order zone. We haven't seen this before.
They showed this a couple weeks ago. I was gonna cover it when the whole set was revealed. So, because this set's really interesting, because it's not like certain things are made for specific ride lines. So, there are some cards that work.
I thought they gave us all the Monster Strike stuff
Mm-mm.
already
No.
in Japanese.
No, because
That's because they started a long time ago.
they showed us.
I mean, it was like May when we were talking about Monster Strike.
They showed us the core mechanic, the gotcha system. They showed us how that was gonna work. They didn't really start showing cards until last week.
Wow, that they just know how to confuse the heck out of me. They don't do things orderly. Because they showed all the Token Rombo stuff.
They were leaking that for like a couple weeks, or revealing those over a couple weeks.
I know, but this Monster Strike they showed before they started showing Token Rombo.
They just showed the core mechanic, like the gotcha thing.
But I mean, it's like oh hey, we're gonna mention this thing, then we're gonna cover this whole other thing, and then come back to the first. No, they have never done that. Come back to the first thing before. They always do things very orderly. Of we start talking about something, we talk about the whole thing, then we move on to the next one. That's why they're confusing me.
Yeah.
All right. You wanted to talk about the new over triggers?
Yeah. Because I think they're doing some cool stuff. Let's open that tab up again. So the first one is Bringer of Light Lucifer. So this is on the sleeves of the Bushiroad Packs, like sleeve collection, mini sleeve collections. This character, and then also the other one that we'll get to in a second. So I thought that they were going to be like important grade 3s that you'd build a deck around, but no, they're just over triggers.
No.
So it's Monster Strike Fairy. The over trigger effect is perform one of the following whenever it's checked. So either all of your rear guards get power plus 10k until end of turn, or you can choose one card in your damage zone and heal it, no matter what your opponent's at. So I think that's pretty solid. I don't think it's game breaking.
That's nice.
Or anything. So no matter what, it's a guaranteed heal.
Wow.
So.
But you also get you get the standard over trigger effect and then one of these.
Yeah.
You
always
get the 100 million.
You'll always get the 100 million. Unless for some reason the card says otherwise, you'll always get that. So there's that. I like that one. Someone want to cover the next one?
All right. Then the other one is Night King of the Immortal Roundtable Arthur. This is also an over trigger. It's a Monster Strike Holy Knight. And its additional effect is perform one of the following. So you choose retire all of your opponent's rear guards, or choose one of your units and it gets crit +1 until end of turn.
That
I give my
very
unit 100 million
situational.
and crit +1.
Yep. Oh. Okay. So I opened up the set on the wiki for Monster Strike. Every card has an MSR, which is a Monster Strike rare, which is just like alternate border and whatnot for it. That's crazy. That's crazy. And yeah, we've barely seen anything from the set too. So
That's so weird. I'm so confused by they're not giving it to us in English. We don't care enough about Monster Strike to make it worth publishing.
I didn't
Not
think
that
we
we
would.
cared about Token Rambu.
Exactly. This used to be in English back in the day. It used to be a global version.
Monster Strike?
Used to be a global version. It
I've
didn't.
never heard of it
It didn't
before.
last as long as it did in Japan. Obviously, it just didn't take off here.
Man, I heard more about Conclave than I heard about Monster
Cause
Strike. Jeez.
Monster Strike is different. Monster Strike, cause Conclave is a browser game, right?
No, I mean it doesn't matter. It's just some weird Japanese game that nobody's ever heard of, and it's like this is even more
It's
obscure.
Conclave is very revealing. I'm gonna put it that way, and Monster Strike is a little bit more PG ish, more cartoonish, more.
Mm,
I don't want to
mm.
say childish, but more rounded in like I don't know, a less
All
aggressive. All
ages,
ages. There we go. That's a good word or phrase. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I like
less
Monster Strike.
fan servicey.
There we go. I couldn't think of that word. Um, but yeah, I like what we've seen from Monster Strike so far. I don't nothing super jumps out at me. I was like, oh, I absolutely have to play that. So that's a little.
I love a weird mechanic.
The mechanic's
I
super weird.
love a weird mechanic.
The mechanic's super weird. And I wanted
It
to talk
really
about
is.
it, like dedicate an entire episode to it because it's very unique. Okay.
All right, our topic for tonight: the most important of the nations and the planet Brant, the one that represents them to the rest of the galaxy slash universe.
It's
Brant. Did I say the planet Brant? The planet Cray. Dag. I wonder if Brant and Cray got married and then Cray took Brant's name. Like, that's why it's called Brantgate.
didn't they
Hmm.
merge? Isn't that
No, that's not in the lore.
what the heck
Brant
happened
is
in
like the
V?
wandering planet.
Yeah.
Like wasn't
Brand
They
is a
they didn't
wanderer.
merge.
I thought they did.
Uh, well, we'll have to reference that. Errata for next
I am
week.
not watching V. I just throw
All
that
right,
out
so
there.
we've got two decks for Brantgate. One is some people call it Seraph Snow, some people call it Aurora Battle Princess. The actual deck name on the box is Aurora Valkyrie, and then some people call it Prison. And then the other one is Orphist, which only people only call it that one Orphist, although it's the Cardinals, you might want to call it.
Yep.
Yeah.
It is definitely not Starvaders. Mm-mm. All right, let me kick off our with prison support. We have Aurora Battle Princess, Perio Turquoise. They're all colors, always
Yes.
colors. Perio Turquoise. This is the triple rare grade 2, continuous on rearguard circle during your turn. If 2 or more of your opponent's cards are imprisoned in your prison, this unit gets power plus 5k. Auto, when it's on a front row rearguard circle only, when your opponent's card imprisoned in your prison is placed on rearguard circle, that unit gets power minus 5k until end
Okay.
of turn. So basically,
Okay.
if they pay to take it out of prison, it gets power minus 5k.
That card is
I
insane.
like.
That card's stupid insane.
I So one thing that I don't think we ever mentioned about prison, that uh, it deserves to be said out loud, even though most players will have realized this. When you ride the grade 1, you get the prison,
Mhm.
and then on the ride line, the grade 2 takes something from their hand
And in
and
prisons.
puts it into the prison.
Mhm.
Correct.
The problem is, let's say you went first, you're at grade 2, they're at grade 1. They can take a grade 3 from their hand and put it in the prison. When they ride to grade 2, if they have it, they can pay the cost and get a grade 3 out of the prison and put it on a rearguard circle.
Mhm.
And now you're at grade 2 and they've got a grade 3 attacker
Mhm.
with whatever possible grade
Yeah.
3 rearguard skill. So once again, prison is less than busted because these things can happen.
It's very
All
easy
right,
to play around.
give me another. Yeah, give me another battle princess.
Alan, Alan,
Alan.
All right, Aurora Battle Princess, Dairy Violet. This was a double R, it's a grade 2. When this unit is put on the Guardian Circle, if one or more of your opponent's card are imprisoned in your prison, Soul Blast 1, choose one of your units, and it cannot be hit by a grade 2 or lower unit's attack until the end of the battle. So it's a PG for rear guards, basically.
I didn't.
A pseudo
I
PG.
didn't actually read that. That card is
It's a
nuts.
pseudo PG.
That's
It's a
really
pseudo
cool.
PG.
I don't
That's
think
really
it's.
cool, and I don't think prison uses a lot of soul, right? Or does it?
No, they
I
No,
don't.
think it's more
counterblast.
counterblast. Yeah, it's counterblast heavy, but not soul heavy. So I think that has a pretty good value. I'm still very salty about turquoise though, because on top of the fact that I need to pull stuff out of your prison to be able to use them, I'm gonna get minus
It's
powers too.
only one turn. It's only one turn. Not
Also,
forever.
just get rid of the turquoise. She has to be in the front row. So you just get rid of her. Retire.
Yeah,
Problem
but the
solved.
Yeah.
thing is, you have to call your units out of the prison if your deck doesn't have retire effects. You have to pull your things out of the prison before you
Well,
attack, so you cannot take her out before you
get
attack.
good, scrub.
It depend. It also depends on the
Get
deck that you're
good,
playing, right?
scrub.
So like almost every deck that we've gotten that we've seen
It has like an order that can retire, but not
has.
everything retires.
I'm trying to think of one that
All right,
doesn't. So I think it's definitely
Either way.
possible. All right,
Either way.
Cole.
this one I think actually makes the set to prison viable. This is Whimsical Machine Beast Bug Motor. It's a rare. It's a grade 1, normal stats. Act on the rearguard circle if one or less of your opponent's cards are imprisoned in your prison. Cost, you can rest this unit, choose a unit card from your opponent's drop, and imprison it in your prison.
He's
I get to choose,
You get to
He's
choose,
but it
yes.
has to be
us.
a unit.
Yeah, and it have to be unit. Also, uh, it's only acts, or you can only use it if your opponent has one or less cards in there in the order, or not order, prison.
In the
So
prison,
it's
yes.
balanced that way. So if you just leave something in there, then this doesn't pop off. However, if your opponent
Well,
plays anything, uh, Seraph Snow can counterblast one, and they can grab the other ones, and then you have three right there, almost every turn.
yeah. Well, a part of the part, or at least one of the ways, especially Orphist, right, can play around prison is by only having shadow tokens,
Yep.
shadow army tokens,
Mhm.
because you cannot imprison a shadow army token.
Yep.
And then any skills that require that you have multiple units in prison, more than one unit in prison, you can't get it to go because you're never able to get those shadow army tokens, and you can't put their vanguard in prison yet.
Yet.
Yeah.
Yet.
But a card like
But being
literally.
able to grab things out of the drop, and the other nice thing too is that it's like I get to pick what I'm taking out of their drop and putting into prison, not them.
So
So
the Fighters
And
Collection new card does something very similar, like grabbing cards from your opponent's drop zone. However, it's on hit, but you grab two. So it's similar,
mm,
but this is
mm.
more reliable.
yeah. No. And
uh,
it's a unit, which means
okay,
you can imprison triggers, which means your opponent probably won't want to get them out of prison.
yeah, it's not worth it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, moment of securing Aurora Battle Princess 24 hours coverage. Is this really the name?
Uh huh.
It's a grade 2 normal order played with Soul Blast 1. If your opponent's hand has 4 or more cards, your opponent chooses a card from their hand and imprisons it in your prison. Then, if 3 or more of your opponent's cards are imprisoned in your prison, you choose one of your units and it gets power plus 5k until end of turn. Uh,
Silly, but
yeah,
pretty.
that
It's situational. Very situational. I feel like it's situational. You're not gonna be able. You're not gonna want to run it.
It,
This takes the spot of a unit.
yeah, it may be a little too persnickety
Tight.
to actually include in the deck.
Yeah.
I would definitely say you would probably want this at. I think 3 is a good number personally. I played against someone who proxied it, and I was playing. I believe I was playing Zorga. So like I was trying to get rid of my field, but they were just grabbing stuff from my drop zone consistently. Um, so and like I have more
Yeah, but
often.
this takes from hand, not from drop.
Yeah, so they'll already have cards in the prison, so that you can still get that little bonus at the end as well. So that makes it
Yeah.
more worth it.
Mm,
And
mm.
plus, how often?
I guess combined with the one that can grab from drop,
Hmm.
it makes it a little more
Yeah,
viable.
and
Yeah.
then also like more often than not, your opponent's gonna have more than 4 cards that you can grab from. So
Yeah.
I think it's definitely fine. The Soul Blast 1 cost though, if you're not running Bulbamine, might start taxing because there are other things that Soul Blast as well. So
Mm.
that's something to look out for.
All right,
Aurora Battle
Alan, do the
Princess
next one.
Mel Horizon. So this is a common grade 3. It has
It's a
auto.
promo.
No,
No, it's
Persona
Wait.
Ride.
Persona Ride. Persona Ride. PRS Persona.
Oh, okay. Grade 3 with. I get so confused by that.
All the grade 3s have Persona Ride. We'll just
Yeah.
leave it at that.
Auto on the rearguard circle. When this unit attacks a Vanguard, counterblast 1, choose one of your opponent's rearguard, imprison it, and this unit gets power plus 5.
I like it.
I don't.
I don't
It's
think
not
so.
a good card,
Yeah.
especially on such a counterblast heavy deck, and it might be good for a budget version, but I
Yeah,
don't think in a competitive deck it has no space in it.
I would agree.
We'll see.
It's, at this
We'll
point,
see.
you probably run the Battle Sister over this,
The Battle Sister?
the Lepisto, the nun.
Nope, she's not in.
Wait, you can't play Battle Sisters in Brandgate.
I'm confusing decks. Keep going. Keep going. I'm super confused. I'm reading other stuff. I'm
Only
confusing
Battle
it
Princesses.
with I'm confusing it with Hexa Orb. Sorry.
Uh,
Keep on going.
Wow.
Aurora Battle Princess Byrette Canary. The common as well, grade 2. When this unit's placed in the Guardian Circle, or Rearguard Circle, sorry. Choose
Rearguard circle.
choose one of your opponent's imprisoned cards in your prison and put it into their drop. This is very unique. I like this. I don't know if you play it.
Mm.
I really don't. Um,
It's situational in that situation I talked about where they can take anything from hand and they can accelerate what grade gets called out to a rearguard circle.
Yep.
But yeah, that's super situational.
Yeah.
So we'd have to see how the meta changes and adapts and then see if this needs to be put
So,
in as a reaction.
this could be
Okay.
kind of nice
Aurora
if.
Battle Princess loaded as a Lee. What?
No, continue.
Okay. Grade 1. During the battle, this unit boosted. If 2 or more of your opponent's cards are imprisoned in your prison, this unit gets power plus 5k. We'll see.
So-
Aurora Battle
Wow.
Princess Whopper Prune.
This is my favorite
Another
name.
Yeah, Whopper Prune is awesome. It's a common great one. It has auto when this unit is placed on rearguard circle. If 5 or more of your opponent's cards are imprisoned in your prison, countercharge 1, soul charge 3. Thus enabling all your
5?
soul blast cards.
I realize, but 5?
5 seems like a lot, but I definitely think it's doable with all the different ways to do
At
it.
one point, and when I was playing, I played Chrono Succubus, and she was playing Prison. And during her turns, she would have more than 5 of my cards in Prison.
Yeah.
At all times.
Yep. I
At all times.
definitely. I don't think
So
that's
maybe
too hard.
a Bubble Bean replacement.
That's my plan. I'm not paying for the bulb means. I'm selling the one that I got, and then I'm just gonna pick up this common that pretty much does, kind of does the same thing. Plus, also
what's
it looks
bubble.
better.
What's bubble means effect?
You after the battle that he attacked, you put him into the soul and countercharge 1.
After he
After the battle, he
boosted.
Boosted. Sorry, yeah, boosted.
Boosted, he soul charges himself.
Yeah, he's a grade one,
All right.
but he's like a $12 to
I feel like
$18
this
grade
might
one.
actually, yeah, like you say, this might be the thing is, Bulbamine assures you the soul charge because you only have to boost.
Yeah,
So if your prison is looking lean for whatever reason, this one doesn't pop off as constantly as Bulbamine would. So you might
it's yeah.
run like a couple Bulbamines, a couple of this, make it a little bit more.
Yep.
Look, space is getting tight here.
Space.
We only have so much room in this car.
Yeah, exactly.
We got to make some choices.
Yeah. And then Explode Melting Heart is a common grade 2 blitz order. You play this by Soul Blasting 1. I love this effect. Choose one of your opponent's attacking units. It gets power minus 5,000 until end of turn for each of your opponent's cards imprisoned in your prison. It does not retire even if the power is negative.
Nice.
So it's kind of like a Zeal effect.
Nice.
I love it.
Yeah.
That is a very good blitz order.
Yep. Very good. I don't think you want to play like 4 of these though, but I think it's really good.
Yeah.
No, I mean the unfortunate thing about prison build is like orders are taking place of units.
Yep.
And that you just have to be very careful about that. Okay, so Orphist, reminder of what the Orphist build does. It was more of a rush deck, and you're getting these Dark Knight, Abyssal Dark Knight set order cards that you play that allow you to do things like draw cards or retire your opponent's rear guards. And then when you're at Orphist, Counterblast 2 to get 3 Shadow Army tokens onto the field. I believe.
Yep.
So, let's see what's going to happen now. Cardinal Draco Alviderd is your triple R, grade 2. During your turn, if your world is Dark Knight, this unit gets power plus 2k. If it is Abyssal Dark Knight, meaning you have 2 cards in the set order that are neither one of them can be a prison. Instead, it gets power plus 5k. Auto on rearguard circle. At the end of the battle, this unit attacked. Retire a Shadow Army token. Choose one of your opponent's rear guards and retire it. Interesting, because you're going to get that Shadow Army token back, hopefully.
Yeah, and you'll notice that any card in set 2 that has a way to disappear or eliminate other cards in your back row, the better, because when we get to Leonard, probably next week, the Dark States triple rare for Bruise.
It's any rear guard, not restricted to front row only.
Yep.
Nice.
So you can pop a Shadow Army token that would just be fodder for Leonard, because no one wants to guard a Shadow Army token. It just feels bad.
No.
Yeah, and you can actually now
Alan?
you can use your Shadow Army tokens, so that's cool.
Where are we at? Plasteria?
No.
Thumbarino.
The one above that one.
All right, Cardinaloid. The one above that.
Above Plasteria.
Cardinaloid Tumbarino. It's a double R grade 1. Has auto on the rearguard circle. When this unit boosts a Shadow Army token, you may have this unit get power plus 15 until the end of turn. If you do, at the end of the battle, retire all of your rearguards in the same column as this unit and draw a card. That's good.
That's really good.
That's really good.
That's a 38k column.
All by yourself. And then retire all of your rearguards in the same column as it.
Retire it and the Shadow Army token.
That's okay.
To draw a card.
Like I said, free up that board.
Fine. Yeah.
Free up that board. And you're making, with the new stuff, you're making Shadow Army tokens constantly now for more affordable prices.
Yeah.
So
I enjoy doing that. That's something I enjoy doing. Definitely.
Cardinaloid Plasteria. It's a rare, grade 3, 13k, blah, blah, blah. Auto and rearguard circle when this unit attack boosted by a Shadow Army token hits, draw a card. I know. I don't think you want it.
Eh,
It's not terrible. It's a 28K, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't think there's
Doesn't.
room.
yeah, that column's not getting me too excited.
Not when you can have a
I wonder
38K
if
column.
like the Noids, the Fangs, the Primas, the Dracos. I wonder if that actually means something.
There,
'Cause that's kind of what they were in the.
it's the body type that the unit has.
Mm,
So fangs are like your beast, Dracos are like more dragonish, Primas are like colony makers basically, and then you've got
mm.
your Noids, which are like your dudes in just like the space armor.
You dudes, avoid the Noid, my friends. Cardinal Fang Merisma. It's a rare grade 2. When this unit is placed on rearguard circle, look at 3 cards from the top of your deck, choose up to 1 world card from among them, reveal it, and put it into your hand, and put the rest on the bottom of your deck in any order. So I can have a world order to play every turn.
I don't think you want
Maybe.
it. Don't think
Hopefully,
you want it.
I'm digging those world orders out of my deck.
Yeah, I don't know. You're gonna draw a lot, so you'll draw into it. So I don't think you really want to play this. Also, only checking the top 3 for this, and it's like taking up spots on your board that could be Shadow Army tokens. So I don't know. I don't think I'd want to play that.
Mm,
It's also just an
mm.
on place too. I don't know. It's an option for sure.
Look, if they made it too much better, then people would be complaining the orifice is busted.
I think Orphis is gonna be really good. I think he's gonna
Okay,
be really good.
whisper, whisper. Alan,
Cardinal Prima Acolpa. It's a rare, grade 2. Auto on the rearguard circle. When this unit attacks or boosts, if your world is Abyssal Dark Knight, retire a Shadow Army token and countercharge 1.
oh, oh, are we getting rid of Bulbamine? Is
Um,
Bulbamine a set one and done?
I don't think so because like Orphis counterblasts 2 in order to get a
Yeah. The
uh
Shadow Army token.
3 Shadow Army tokens. Yeah, and
Mm.
you're gonna use other counterblasts as well. This is gonna be very counterblast heavy. So I think you're actually wait. Hold on. There's a card later on that probably will replace Bulbamine. So we'll get to that
Okay.
soon. So that
Well,
yeah,
give me
yeah.
my
Okay.
next cardinal.
Cardinal Draco Zeliho. Zelgio.
Zelgio?
I have the red mark squiggly on it, so I can't tell where the J is. It's a common grade 3. When this unit attacks on the rearguard circle, you can soul blast 1 and retire a Shadow Army token. And until end of that battle, when your opponent would call cards from their hand to guard circle, they must call 2 or more at the same time.
Eh,
Yeah, I don't know. I'm very
eh.
iffy. This is basically if they're gonna guard this, they're gonna Orphis makes big columns. Naturally, they're
Mhm,
gonna be more than 2 cards, unless someone throws
mhm.
down a perfect card. But
Yeah.
I don't know how often they're gonna have that, and really the only
That's very late game
yeah, and the only threatening
when their
part
hand has been super depleted.
super depleted, and when they're gonna die. That's probably the only time that they're gonna perfect guard that. Otherwise, they're just gonna let it hit because it's just 1 damage because there's no like threat to it. So unless you can stack crits on it with like crit triggers or anything like that, I don't think that's
What's the trigger lineup for Orphis look like? Is
uh
it just crits and
16 crits.
no. I think my buddy Andy was trying. I think it was 8 fronts and like what 3 crits or
No, any build I've seen
7.
right now, maybe in the future this will change, but anything I've seen now is 8 crits, 3 fronts, 1 over trigger, 4 heals.
Yeah, I think it's with this build because he was proxying this one, because this is his favorite deck, and so like the fronts, it makes every turn very hard to guard. You can't guard. You can't just
Mm.
trust that 2 cards is gonna be enough, especially with that Thumbelina, which makes it 38K. So that's minimum. I gotta
Yeah.
throw down 2 who's it's 2 triggers from my hand, two 15k shields, making it
Mhm.
30,
Yep.
and then one front trigger would just totally irrelevate that or make that card just like worthless.
Make that irrelevant.
Yeah, that one. That one. 3 hours of sleep, man. I'm trying.
Irrelevate. New words
Hey, I think it
created by
works.
Cole
I think it
McCune.
works.
Cole Herman McCune.
There we go.
All right. Cardinal Fang Istolate. Common, grade 2. At the end of each turn, if your world is Abyssal Dark Knight, both you and your opponent choose one of your own rearguards and retire them, starting from the
What?
fighter of that turn first to choose the retiring unit.
What?
I'm going to retire a Shadow Army token, and you're going to retire something real.
Yeah,
Oh my god.
I love this
That
card
sounds
so much.
disgusting.
I love it so much. This is really a fun card. I don't know if you play it though. Like in theory,
Well, depends
but
on how you want to play.
yeah, like it depending on how you want to, because this makes Orfist more of a control deck now. You already
Yeah.
kind of had it with some of your orders that would retire and whatnot, but now you
Mhm.
just this literally controls your opponent's board state now. So
Yeah.
I do think there's some merit to it, but
I think it depends on playstyle.
Play
It's
style
not
for
that it's
sure.
not gonna be played. It's just that it depends on your playstyle with the deck
Yep.
specifically.
but I love that card.
All right,
Cardinal
Alan.
Prima Altepo. It's a common grade 1. When this unit is put on the Guardian Circle, if your work is Dark Knight, Soul Charge 1. If it is Abyssal Dark Knight, Soul Charge 2. So does that mean you Soul Charge 3?
No,
You Soul Charge 2. Because the
No,
state
no,
changes.
just
The
2.
state changes. Yeah, the state changes. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Cool.
yeah, solid. I don't know how bad your soul is though. You're more counterblast.
Yeah.
This could
I
definitely
mean,
have.
you're more worried about counter blasts than soul blasts.
This could I could
For
definitely
sure.
see this in the future support if.
I mean, unless you're doing that budget build with Cardinal Draco Zelgio as your primary grade 3, where you want to soul blast one every turn,
Maybe.
something like that.
Yeah.
All
I don't
right.
know. All right. This is the best card for Orfist here. This is Eclipse Moonlight.
Mhm.
It's a new grade 2 set order. So you play this by Counterblast 1. When this unit is put into the order zone, call a Shadow Army token to Rearguard Circle. And the Shadow Armies are 15k and they have boost. That right there is amazing because now you can make one order or one token at a time, which is really good.
Without needing Orifice.
Mm-hmm. And then it's got the same Dark World or Abyssal Dark Knight text. So one set order is Dark Knight, 2 or more becomes Abyssal Dark Knight. Or it's world, not order, because or set order, because a prison's a set order and it doesn't work with prisons. Anyway,
Yes,
no, that
correct.
card's really good.
You cannot have anything other than worlds for the Dark Knight and Abyssal Dark Knight. If you have a prison, then you don't get any night.
Yep, no
It's
night.
daytime all the time. But this, this also means that you can get a Shadow Army token at grade 2
Mm-hmm.
before you even get to grade 3.
Yep.
And you do want to rush with Orfist.
Yep.
You want to start attacking as early as possible. So
Yep. And
interesting that you could have that as a booster.
a booster or just a straight up attacker. Because even if you're going second,
Depends what your board state is.
yeah, if you go second, your opponent.
There are some interesting grade 2s in Orfist.
It's true. Yeah. But read this next card.
Gluten-free monster malnorm for all of you folks with gluten intolerance. No, it's glutonic monster malnorm. It's got all the glutens. All right, double rare grade 1, and this is potentially for prison or for Orfist. Activated on rearguard circle once per turn. Discard a set order card from your hand and countercharge 1. Yeah, but it doesn't soul charge.
Why do you?
So
You don't need a
this
soul
one,
charge.
Cole and I were talking about it, and it is somewhat more Orphist directed, since
Hmm.
you do have cards that search for your Dark Knights and whatnot so that you can get there. But this one is just that once you hit Abyssal Dark Knight, you really don't need to keep calling worlds,
You don't.
and then you can
Yeah.
use once you hit Abyssal Dark
Uh,
Knight, it really, unless you're looking for that first effect of when you place it,
Yeah. That right there.
then
mhm.
you don't necessarily need to keep playing world orders.
And you
You
can only
really
play
don't.
once per turn, so you're
Hmm.
gonna
Mm.
have a handful of clogged orders that you can't
Yeah,
do
so
anything
if you
about.
have multiple world orders in your hand, this card comes in handy for that counter charge for Orphist, honestly.
It's a choice.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's a choice.
Yeah.
Okay,
Um, I think it's really good. It was used against me,
Alan.
and he consistently had 2 counterblast free, so
Yeah.
it was annoying.
Cardinal Draco and Pyro is a rear front trigger which has the Guardian Circle. If your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or greater, it gets steel +5.
Technically, it's support for both, so
Yeah.
It's a rare
it's a
front
it's a
trigger
rare front
Yeah.
with
trigger.
a skill.
Yep.
Yep.
It
We
also
saw them for Keter too. So
Yep. It comes SP2 for those at home who care about that.
Mm.
Um, Hard Fist Dragon, Metal Knuckler Dragon. It's a grade 3, all the normal grade 3 stuff. Continuous Rearguard Circle. If you Persona Road this turn, this unit gets power plus 5,000. Don't want it.
Mm.
nope, can stay right
Nope.
there in the pile,
Yep.
over by the windowsill.
Yep.
Yep. Oh, stop. Look, you can see it. You can see it. Twisting Bulldoze. Grade 3 with Persona Ride. When this unit attacks, if you have more rear guards than your opponent, Counterblast 1, Soul Charge 1, and this unit gets power plus 10k until end of that battle. This is a real budget build right here. This is
Yeah.
this is commons only format Vanguard.
Yeah.
Pauper. This is Pauper Vanguard. Um, I don't know. I mean, Prison may see it. I probably. I don't know.
Well, it's a rear
Harmful.
guard circle only skill,
Which,
True.
but
I mean, wait, that,
and it does give you a soul charge.
Hmm.
yeah. And it gives more power than that Battle Princess one.
Yep.
She only gave
Mm.
5k, but this gives you 10.
Hmm.
Although the 5k is probably arguably better
Better.
because it
Mm.
forces 10 out, where this is just a 15k. And a 10 card would be 2 5s, or they would have to overguard with the 15. Anyway, Harmful Bite Monster, Zabo Carney. It's a common.
You went out of order.
That's fine.
Oh, I thought. Wait. Did we not just do Twisting
It's
Bulldoze?
okay. Go.
It's
Go.
okay.
We
Go.
did.
How do we. Well, because you guys skipped me. Alright, anyway.
Go.
When this unit attacks, if you have more. Wait, no, you threw me off. I'm all messed up. That's a grade 2, 10k.
Good.
Auto rearguard circle. When this unit attack hits a Vanguard, if this unit was boosted, counter +1, soul +1, draw a card.
Also in the pile
Pass.
of cards by the windowsill.
Yeah,
Pass.
they pretty much already have a card like that that's ran in Orphist, but that card's coming out. So
All right. Whirlpool Robo Ramdraut is a common grade 1. It has continuous on the rearguard circle. If you have a set order in your order zone, this unit gets intercept, which is not horrible, especially when you have to have grade 1s in the front row. To have them intercept is not bad.
yep, and it has to be in the front row to intercept. It doesn't intercept from the back row because it does not say it can intercept from the back row.
Yep.
Correct.
So
It only gets intercept.
yep.
Give me your hot takes, Will. Give me your hot takes on all this support.
I am excited. I'm happy that prison is getting strengthened because it's a fun concept, but it's just was not fully realized in set one. Because outside of the trial deck, starter deck, whatever, it really only got one card. I mean, Bobomine, yeah, 2 cards, but whatever. But really only one
Rouge.
prison support card. So Now we're seeing that get fleshed out, and Orphist is getting some more. I mean, Orphist was very unga bunga. Let's be honest, right?
100%. Yep.
Yeah.
Call shadow tokens, beat people up, right?
Yep.
Don't call it anything
Um,
else.
so now it's getting a little more nuanced because you can do stuff with the shadow token. It's actually becoming more Neonectar, right? Because Neonectar was like, I'm going to call out
Mm-hmm.
really cool plant tokens. Oh, but I may retire a plant token to
Yep.
do this other skill. So
Yeah.
Exactly.
it's getting along those lines.
And I think all of the retire a thing, a shadow army token, was like during the battle phase too, if I remember correctly. Like at least most of them were. So yeah, one hit attacks.
They're
When
the
it
one
attack
where
or at
it's
the end of
like
the battle. Yeah.
Yeah,
each but the one where it's like each person picks a rear guard to retire at the end
yeah,
of their turn, you're going to be picking shadow army
hundred
tokens,
percent.
and they're going
Yeah,
to be picking real rear guards.
yeah. Unless they're
Yep.
also playing Orphis, then no one gets shadow army tokens.
Yep.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, but I like that, and I really like the new
But I
order.
mean, also for folks who haven't given it that much thought, right? The appeal of Shadow Army tokens is that you fill your field without taking cards from your hand. So you
Hmm.
still get that defensive hand size
Mm-hmm.
and I mean, they are 15K each.
Mm-hmm.
Grade threes are 13Ks.
Exactly.
So these are cards 15K power that have boost.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely, yeah, they're something to contend with.
Yeah, and
Yep.
in
That's my hot
prison,
takes.
There you
I
go.
like how prison becomes more of a toolbox of different ways to imprison depending on the situation.
Yeah.
Yes,
Instead of just being the same
more
thing over and
options
over.
for filling your prison.
Yep.
Because yeah, the biggest weakness was it's easy enough to deny the prison player the resources they need to get things into the prison currently. So now we're giving them more options on how they can get stuff into the prison so that they can actually leverage those effects and bonuses that they get for that.
Yep.
Yep.
All right. Question of the
Um,
week, Alan.
Question of the week was brought to us by Ed the Crimson this week. He asked, if you were a character in Cardfight Vanguard, what would be your image song that plays when you ride your avatar? Does not need to be a Vanguard OST song. Any song is fair game.
Dang, this is deep.
I know,
I
right?
know
Makes you think.
Cole's got some pop punk
God
anthem
dang it! He's got me.
selected.
He's got me. I would
Blink 182
no.
something.
I would do Overstepping by Belmont because I love that opening.
Never even heard of that.
Yeah, it's not an
Goodness
anthem,
gracious.
but it's real good, real good.
Dude,
Oof.
I would choose the riff from the intro riff from Through the Fire and the Flames by Dragon Force.
I don't know that.
You
Oh,
should
Oh,
totally listen to that intro
yeah,
riff.
that's once another. No, but you
You
got to
should.
have the whole song. That's the
That's
problem. You
fine.
can't.
That's
You can't
fine.
just be part of the song.
That song is a banger. That you need to pump yourself up. Just put that song, listen to it, you're pumped up, period. That song is like insane. It's like
Mm.
it's an auto pick me up for me.
So I guess for mine, it's not one song. It's actually two songs, and it's the same that I use for my skateboarding footage. Uh, it's the first two songs from Deloused in the Comatorium by Mars Volta. If you haven't heard it, it's so perfect for skate footage because like I mean I don't know if you guys watch a lot of skateboarding videos like I do, but typically it always starts out where you see like all the fails before they get into the actual successful
okay.
tricks that
Yeah.
they've done. And if you hear like the first two tracks from Delouse in the Comatorium, you will just be able to visualize it immediately. Um, but yeah, I can see that definitely.
I would like to
Or
have Fortunate Son playing. Play Vanguard.
I was gonna say "Peaceful Easy Feeling" by the Eagles. There you go.
Fortunate
That
Son.
song is so chill.
Uh,
Did we have any other answers from the Discord?
oh, we had a lot of people post in. I'm pulling the channel because I had it open.
We had a few.
Oh my god, so many answers. Um, Best Man Lies, I Know You Now by the Friendly Indians.
Never heard of them.
Montero by Little Nas X.
Oh, I can see that. Who? Wait, who?
You,
Who did Teeter
Yeah.
Dance put
Theater
that?
Dance.
I could see it. I could see it. That's some good stuff right there.
Raise Your Flag by Man with a Mission or Flamenco by Jimmy Trumpet or Timmy Trumpet.
Nope, never
Definitely.
heard of those.
the Raise Your Flag is the intro to Iron Blooded Orphans.
Yeah.
It's very I want to say iconic, but
Not I've never even heard that band. So
Dude, just when we hang
your
up,
icons are buried in some cemetery.
when
Make
we
a playlist. Somebody make a Spotify playlist with all these songs
I can do
and
that.
then share it.
I will send you a link so you can listen to Through the Fire and the Flames. That song is
I mean, I could look it
insane.
up.
Just do it. You should.
Was
totally
that
do it.
everything? Was that
Yeah.
all the responses?
Yeah, because we had another question pop in that we probably will use.
I
Ah,
forgot.
for
I
another
put,
week.
I put Dear Maria.
Ah.
Dear Maria, count me in.
What?
Have you seen the trend going on recently? It's where
No.
Dear Maria, count me in works as any anime intro. Like, there's a guy on TikTok who literally does a random
Oh.
like spinning wheel, and it loads up an anime, and then he plays the intro, and then he plays the song at the same time, and it almost always matches up.
Matches up. Yeah. Hmm.
Uh, that was me.
What about wait? What is that song by Pink Floyd with the clocks?
I don't know enough Pink Floyd.
read
Oh
it.
wait, no.
Read it. It's on the
What
tip of my tongue.
about
Read it.
no?
Remember the
What about
name.
Money by Pink Floyd? Dum 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 dum. Yes.
Like yeah, like you know something's about to come down on you.
Is that the one where they're like money, and then okay,
Yes.
okay,
Yes.
all right, I know that
That
one.
one.
I know that one.
Oh, dude, you need to get some Pink Floyd education.
My family wasn't big on Pink Floyd, so
I
Ooh.
haven't. I haven't listened to a lot of Pink Floyd. I normally listen to Van Halen.
Flaming Lips off their latest album, Mother, I've Taken LSD. I love that song too. No, it's not. It's not good. It's not good for Vanguard.
No.
It's a little sad.
Oh
A little too mellow for my riding my avatar. Dang. Now I'm going Mars Volta. First two tracks
There
off
you go.
Deloused in the Comatorium. Heck yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
All right, I guess that's it for the program.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
Do it. We're done. Bye.
you know what? Actually, we are all completely wrong. We all needed to pick songs by Broken Color because Zach Boydus makes our intro and outro music, and we need to rep his sick jams and tasty
That
beats.
is true.
Custom made avatar writing tunes. All right.
Dang.
Please review our podcast in your podcast playing service of choice. iTunes is fine. Give us as many stars as you feel we deserve. Thanks to Zach Boydus for our intro and our outro music. If you would like to contribute to our Patreon, patreon.com/drivecheck, and that's all one word, no special characters in that drive check there. If you want to watch us on YouTube, youtube.com/drivecheckpodcast. Podcast. If you just search for Drive Check Podcast in YouTube, then you'll see our channel is
Mm-hmm.
there. You can see our beautiful faces. I think Cole takes our Twitch streams and turns them into YouTube vids. Is that true?
Yep.
But
I
there you
saw
go.
that.
Then you can have, man, how many YouTube channels do I appear on? That's
Is,
that's a
is it?
mystery
Is
that
it?
will never be solved.
Mm.
That would
You
break
can
the one
follow
rule.
our Twitch,
Fit-
twitch.tv/drive_check, where you're able to subscribe and follow and do all the Twitch things, give us your Amazon Prime,
Mm-hmm.
all that tasty stuff. Our TikTok, Drive Check Podcast, all one word. You can enjoy Cole's little mini-sodes about overdress and how it works, and you can become a better Vanguard player right on TikTok. Although I was told that if the TikTok is more than 15 seconds long, you failed. I disagree,
I
but somebody
disagree
told me that.
entirely.
You can go to our website, drivecheck.net, which we have the deck builder attached. That's GC Grain. It's there. Yes.
I
Cole.
need to make a video because some people were asking how to use it because we have all of set
Oh.
2 cards in there. So I'll make a video like a
Nice.
walkthrough video on how to actually operate it because it's very
There was
nice.
actually somebody on Reddit who asked, like, if there was a deck builder that they could then use to print proxies, and I wasn't sure if the image file that is produced when you select Tabletop Simulator could be blown up large enough to make proxy cards.
No, it's not.
No.
It's
No.
a
Okay.
very
Then
small. It's a very small
will
thing.
not respond. Either way, our website, drivecheck.net. If you want to reach out to us, email, you can send us questions. If you have any conversational stuff, suggestions for the program, anything like that, drivecheckpodcast@gmail.com. Or you can reach out to us on Twitter at drive_check, and you can follow that if any of us are making appearances on other programs or podcasts we might promote there, or holding any kind of events. And I guess when we go live on Twitch, that gets announced on Twitter through at drive_check, I believe.
That's
Yes.
me.
Do
Yeah.
we
I do it.
that, Cole?
Yeah, I do that.
Yes. Okay. And if you want to reach me directly at Washing the Sink, and Cole, if they want to contact you outside of the Drive Check universe, where do they do that?
I'm at.
Why are you always so confused by this every week?
No,
Every week, man. Every week, same thing.
I was laughing at that. Anyway, I'm at Cole_McCune, COLE_MCCUNE, and I'm not gonna say anything else so I don't get yelled at.
Okay, cool. I'm at Crutones. CRUTONES. Our old card of the day is Knight of Spring Sun Cananis. This was a great 1 gold paladin unit with Generation Break 1. Unite, which means that you had to call 2 or more units in a single turn. This unit gets power +1 for each of your units with the Unite ability. So, I don't remember Cananis.
It was a promo.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I don't think Cananis was
No,
super played.
I don't think you'd want to play that at all.
No. So thank you for listening to this week's episode of the Drive Check Podcast. The heat given off from my youth is comparable to the rising sun. Debatable.
I mean,
Debatable. Only heat I
the
get
real
is from Will's
question
guns.
is
From Will's guns.
of
That's
of
the
all the-
heat right
Catch
there.
this.
nah. I'm still lagging, man. I
Yeah.
got nothing going on. Anyways, the real question is, of all the clans that exist in the world of Vanguard that we could select old card of the day from, I don't think we don't. I don't know. I feel like we only get the clans that start with G.
I hit random. So what?
Genesis,
Here
Gear
this-
Chronicle, Old Paladin.
I got a lyrical monasterio
Grand Blue.
unit first, and so I had to re-randomize it a couple more times before I got someone that was actually old.
Yeah, no.
Oh, it's because you're using a randomizer that's biased. I understand.
Yes, it is the randomizer from the wiki. You click on explore, you click random, and it just brings up a page, and that's what we choose.
Yeah, I just got
Okay,
Kenji
I'm
Akibane.
stopping recording now. Mm-mm.
And then I'm gonna random again, and we're gonna get Card Gallery, Blue Storm, Marie General, Sebastian. Maybe I'll save that for next week.
There you go.